My name is Andy Syrewicze. I'm a technical evangelist with Hornetsecurity, and here at Hornetsecurity we are a leading global email cloud security and backup provider, and we really focus on securing businesses of all shapes and sizes across the world and helping them be secure in their email and cloud communication. And we do that through a number of different means, and we do that through your typical email security type of features like spam and malware detection, but we also incorporate things like advanced threat protection, legally compliant encryption and archiving. We look for things like CEO, CFO frauds, and we also include backup and DR in the package as well. That includes backing up data contained inside of M365, SharePoint, Teams, OneDrive for Business, Exchange Online, and it also includes endpoints, and we do virtual machine backup as well. So now, as far as the company goes, we have 10 offices worldwide now, over 400 employees. We actually have 2 offices right here in the UK, one in Reading, one in London. So we are an international company, and working with our 5,000 plus partners worldwide, we service 50,000 plus customers all across the globe. And we're here at Infosecurity Europe this week, and we're doing technical talks every day, and it's been great so far. The whole world is migrating to Microsoft 365 for obvious reasons. It's a great productivity platform, it's a great collaboration platform, and it's fantastic for the businesses that use it for that. Now, our research team spends a lot of time looking at M365 from a security perspective, knowing that that's the direction that the world's moving. So when you look at the success of Microsoft 365, obviously its success and its scale makes it a large target for attackers. Attackers know that, hey, M365 is a single platform that countless number of organizations are using for these collaboration and productivity services. That means that, hey, if I can break into it for one customer, that's potential that particular exploit or threat could work for everyone who uses it. So that's really one of the dangers of using M365, and that's why it becomes a big target. So our security lab takes a lot of time looking at potential threats that affect the M365 platform. For example, we recently did a survey where we found that 1 in 4 organizations have been subject to an email security breach. Now, keyword there is that's known email security breaches. That's not counting the organizations that have been breached and they have no idea that they've been breached. So we imagine the number is higher than that. And it kind of points back to the fact that attackers, when they're looking at M365, they've got a number of tools available to them to help breach that platform. There's tools out there, open source tools out there today that an attacker can take, and they can analyze the headers, the email headers out of M365 to actually see what types of emails have made it through the Exchange Online Protection mail filter. So then they can fine-tune their phishing campaign to get more of those emails through the built-in M365 protection. And that's why we feel that there needs to be a second layer of security around M365 as a whole. When we talk about multi-layer security, it's a very important thing to consider when you're looking at your overall holistic security strategy, because multi-layers is really what becomes effective. A single layer just doesn't cut it anymore. You think about how we used to do things. You'd have a firewall in place on the perimeter of your network, and that was really all you did. You installed antivirus on the endpoints and you called it good. It just doesn't work today anymore. So when we think about a multi-layered approach, there's 2 different ways that you can really look at it. So you could look at multiple tools working together in a multi-layer fashion. So for example, you could have like an email security gateway that has a REST API or a SIM connector that talks to your SIM solution, because an email security gateway is going to have, these signatures are known malware, these signatures are known viruses. You can have the email security gateway talk to your SIM solution, which then talks to your endpoint security software, and if that email signature shows up on an endpoint somewhere, that endpoint can say to the SIM solution, hey, I found this signature, which then talks to the email security gateway and automatically deletes it from the endpoint. So that kind of multi-layer approach, all these tools working in tandem, really provides a nice multi-layered approach. The other way that you can look at multi-layered security is within the same security solution. So for example, I'll go back to the email security gateway as an example again. historical email security gateway would do things like signature-based, virus signatures, malware signatures. Now what we're seeing in the industry today is threat actors have become very knowledgeable about the defenses that many organizations have in place. So we're starting to see, our security labs have started to see an uptick in what we call polymorphic malware, and that's where you have a threat actor that they're aware of these scanning strategies, and they'll change the signature of their file on a regular basis to try and evade these traditional scanners. So it's important from a multi-layer approach to not only use those traditional scanning techniques, but to also incorporate things like heuristics and dynamic detection capabilities, so we're catching those types of, I guess I would say, sneaky threat actors as they try to infiltrate your systems. And again, this all comes back to that multi-layer approach. You know, if one thing doesn't catch it, the next thing will, and that's, again, every step you put in place is an additional protection for your organization. Infosecurity Europe has been a great event so far today. We're really excited to be here. You know, shows like this are really important because not only does it give the community a chance to come together and talk about the problems that they're seeing and come up with solutions to their own individual problems, but I think us as a security community, it helps all of us working together, vendor to vendor, vendor to customer, customer to customer, just those hallway conversations as well. It just helps us all be more protected. And I mean, it's a dangerous world out there and we're all in it together, right? So it's been great and we're really excited to be here at the show this year.